welcome to the world of colors. I'm Colors. Today we're going to be making a gnome called Mr. Ric Rac, and this is how he looks. He's an Easter gnome all dressed up for Easter Day. This is how he looks. He has so much Ric Rac on him that I decided to name him Ric Rac. And if you come back in a moment, we'll tell you what we're going to need to make him. So is what we're going to be using today. We want to get a set of those rainbow bunny ears. And we want to use some fleece. You want a 12 by 23 piece of this yellow fleece for the body. And a 9 by 9 piece of the tan fleece for the nose. And an 8 by 9 piece of a patterned fleece for his hat. And then for his feet, I just used two 2" by 4" pieces of felt and cut those out for his feet. So then we're going to use a 6" long by 7" wide piece of fur for his beard, some egg picks, small egg picks from Dollar Tree, and then for the large egg that he's holding, I used this sign that had all these eggs hanging from it, and I've used it a couple times now. And you just want to cut off one of the eggs, and we're going to paint Happy Easter on the egg with these paint markers that I got on Amazon. So that'll be the egg sign. And we're going to use one bell from the doorbells from Dollar Tree. We're going to use one bell. I got these stickers from Dollar Tree. We're going to be using those on his body. I was at the grocery store and I saw these stickers here that are kind of similar. They're called bubble stickers. So just these would look cute on there as well. So I just wanted to show you that whatever stickers like that you decide to use, it's your choice. You find them in a few different stores now. We're going to use these little rabbits felt craft kit from Dollar Tree. We're going to use one of those little rabbits. We're going to use some carrot garland from Dollar Tree. Some Ric Rac. The 3 different colors are Ric Rac ribbons from Dollar Tree. Some blush. 2 1" knobs for the hands. A couple rubber bands. Some flat marbles. My comb hair pick for the beard. And some polyester fiber fill. And your glue gun and glue sticks and scissors. And that should be all we're going to need. And I'll be right back and we'll get started. To get started, you want to take out your 12 by 23" piece of fleece. And then just fold it in half so that we're going to be gluing together the 12" sides. Like that. And I'm just going to run this glue across the end and glue this part together, and I'll be right back with you. I've got it all glued and it's set up now. Is what you want to do is just go ahead and gather it all up. Just keep pinching it till you get it all gathered up here. Like that. And then take your rubber band and put it around. like that. And then take your 1-ply jute and tie that tight on there. And then you can turn it right side out. I'm going to go around and kind of pull it out a little bit, straighten it out a little bit, like that. And then what you want to do is put some marbles in the bottom of this little bag that you just made. We'll put some marbles in the bottom. That goes on there like that. And then you want to take your polyester fiber fill and fill it up as much as you can get in there and still close the top off. So I'll be putting mine in and I'll be right back with you. So now that you have it filled up with your polyester fiber fill, you just want to go ahead and fasten off the top. So I'm going to gather all this up. Like that. There we go. And then we'll take and put our 1-ply jute around it. And then the seam is going to be our in the back, and then this will be our front, which we're going to put a nose on right now. So we want to take out our 9 by 9 inch piece of tan fleece. And take some polyester fiber fill. It's a pretty good size nose. You want to take as much of the stuffing as you think that you'll need to make your size nose you're looking for, and put it right in the middle of the fleece like that, and push it up with your thumb. I'm trying to work out the wrinkles on the sides so it's nice and smooth. And this, gather around with your rubber band. And then you just want to cut it off. And I'll be right back with you. So you want to make sure your seam's in the back, down the middle, and you put your nose right up to the stub like that. I'm going to glue it on. And let that set up. Next, I'm going to put some blush on the nose. Like that. And then I'm going to do the arms. And how you do the arms is you take your headband like this, and you have to take the ears off of it to get this. I already have these left over from another project, so I don't need to do that. But if you don't have these left over from a previous project, then just take this headband and cut off your ears, and you'll have what we need to make the arms. So we're going to take this, what's left over here, and we're going to break it right in half. Oops. So we're going to break that right in half, like that, and then cut it. And we'll have the two arms. And we're going to glue the 1-inch wood knobs to the end for the hands. Now that'll stay for me for a minute. And then what we're going to do is we're going to glue them to the back of the stub, right on the back like that, and like that. We'll get them glued on. I'll start with this one. Right here's the seam, so you want to be on, have this one right there like that. And then I'm going to glue this one on this side and let them set up, and I'll be right back with you. Now I have the arms and the hands set up, and what we're going to do next is the hat. And we want to take our 8x9-inch pieces of, I'm using like a gold mustard color plaid material for my hat. And you want to take it and fold the 8-inch ends together like that, and use a white chalk marker from Dollar Tree is what I'm using. Use something to mark the center like that. You just want a little mark to show you where the center is. And take your scissors and start at the bottom. We're just going to make a Christmas tree shape. It's a real simple hat design. You want to cut towards the spot that you made. Like that. Start at the corner. Like that. And then we'll go ahead and glue it together. We'll just run a bead of glue on both sides and put these two pieces together. And I'll be right back with you. So once that's set up on both sides, you can turn it right side out, go all the way down to the tippy tip top of the hat. And then I always put it together like this, and I see those little points. I cut those off. Like that. And then you want to put some polyester fiber fill. And then we'll go ahead and glue the hat on. We're going to glue it on the top of the nose and on the sides and on the back. The top of the nose, about there, and then the sides on the shoulders, and then the back. So I'll start with the top of the nose. Like that. And then I'll continue with the sides and the back, and I'll be right back with you. So I've got the hat glued on all the way around, and then we have these two spots open here, and we're going to use those spots to put the beard. So you want to take your 6-inch long by 7-inch wide beard, and fold it in half like this. And we're going to cut a slit for the nose about 1 inch. And we're going to take the corners down here on the bottom of the beard, and we're going to glue those up to round off the beard a little bit. So we'll glue those up real quick. And that's what we want to do is you want to kind of fold this in at the top like that, and then work it up onto the nose and into those little slots underneath the hat like that. So we're going to do it like that, and we're going to do it with some glue. I always have to test it out first. So we'll just glue that one down like that, and that one like that. And we'll get them up in here. And I'll put a little bit of glue on there. Get that up in there. Like that. And then you can take your hair pick and pull the mustache out like this. And you just want to spray it with a little bit of your firm hold hairspray. To keep the style there. Keep it from falling down. And I'll be right back with you. So we're gonna do the shoes next. And I took the two 2x4 pieces of felt and I cut around the corners. I cut it in half and I cut around the corners and made the shoes. So we want to go ahead and figure out how far we want to set it onto the shoes. I'll point them out just a touch, like that, and put some glue on there. Like that. And just go ahead and set them right on there. And we'll let that set up. So we're going to work on the Ric Rac on the hat now. I've got this first piece of blue cut. And it's how we're going to glue it is we're going to take this fast grab tacky glue and we're going to use it instead of the hot glue. It'll be easier. This dries clear. And I think that we'll have a better result if we use this glue for this. My friend Cammie sent me that because she wanted me to see how good of a glue it was to have on hand. And this is the first time I've checked it out actually, and it's working really well. So I cut this Ric Rac from seam to seam and just lay it on there, and it's going to dry clear. So that's how we're going to do it. I'll do the purple. We're just cutting the Ric Rac from seam to seam and putting the glue on here. And then put it and I'll do the pink one. I'll be right back with you. So the first thing that we're going to do on these embellishments that I have in front of me, I'm going to go ahead and put the carrots on. And you want to take your garland of carrots, and if you undo them, you'll have something like this on the end. So I just cut that off like that. And I glued this underneath the arm. I'm not real happy with that one. It's coming apart a little bit there. We'll turn it around. That'll work. We'll glue that under the arm like that. I put the Ric Rac around the wrists. Right after I finished the hat, I wanted to tell you that I put those on real quick. Now you have the rope down here. So what I did was I took and cut a couple carrots off the garland. These are pretty nice little garlands. I decorated my house with some of them too. And if you're doing a project where you need a smaller carrot, these are a little bit smaller than their smallest carrot. So then what we want to do is I put one about here, right on the knot. I'll put one on the knot. And then I'm going to put one going right like that and let them set up, and I'll be right back with you. So I've got the carrots all set up like this, and the little bunny, like I said in the beginning, comes in this felt craft kit, and you actually have to glue on the little bow and the little cheeks and stomach. You have to glue these pieces on. It'll just take you a minute to do that, but just so you know what you're looking at when you're shopping. So we want to go ahead and put the bunny on right here. I'll put a little glue on the back like that, and just I'll be right back to do the eggs. What we're going to do is take the egg picks, the small egg picks, and I'm going to put the blue and the purple on the back here. We're just going to snap these off, put a little glue on there, and go behind the beard in front of the arm and stick that right in there like that. I'm going to do the other 3 egg picks and arrange them in there, and I'll be right back with you. All we need to do now is put his egg on and his stickers on his back. So we're going to go ahead and glue the egg behind his hand like that. Get some glue here. Just behind his hand. I put Happy Easter on it with my paint marker. I'm going to have to give that a couple minutes so we can turn them around and get these stickers put on. Okay, so I've got them turned around. I'm ready to put the stickers on them. The stickers are optional. You could have them, he'd be perfectly fine gnome without the stickers on him. I just like the colors in the back, and he's all dressed up for Easter, and it just kind of dresses him up a little bit more. So I am going to do it. And I put glue on these as well. You want to hold them down. You want these corners to glue as best they can. Like that. And then it looks like I put this one next. And I'm going to go around and put all these stickers on. Just like this. And I'm going to try to do them how I did them before on this one. And I'll be right back with you. Okay, we're all finished now. We've got them both done, and they turned out really cute. And I appreciate you coming in and spending this time with us today. If you like this video, make sure to like it. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe.